Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're all doing well. Yogurt here. Hope your day, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it happens to be, wherever you happen to be, whenever you happen to be watching this, is going well and you're staying safe out there. Welcome to part 3 of our Let's Play series of Control. Literally picking up exactly where we left off. I didn't even back out since there's not precise save points in this game. I wasn't exactly sure where we would come back to, and we left off kind of in the middle, just wrapped up something, but it kind of put us right into something else. So here we go, exactly where we left off. If you didn't watch the last one, you might want to do that before watching this one, but your call. If you've already played the game, then maybe don't need to, but still go back and watch the last one. Anyway, here we go.
Is it safe to come out?
I don't know. Not entirely sure what's going on. Fast travel or outfits? Interesting. Not what I expected when I activated that. Don't have any outfits apparently. And to where can I fast travel? Nowhere. I'm guessing each time I discover a place. Interesting. Cool. Had no idea outfit changes or fast travel would be a thing in this game, so... Interesting. Speak with the voice on the safe room intercom. Ah, there it is. I knew I saw it a minute ago, but lost my bearing for a moment.
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie? Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting. I should have lied.
Oh shit! You're the new director. Hold on, we're coming out.
Oh, it's actually people in the shelter. Like, I didn't realize when I walked up that it was a shelter. I was more focused on getting right to there, but...
Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look,
What's she
somehow
wearing?
this hostile force, this...
HISS?
That works? Somehow the HISS managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously.
Obviously, he blew his head off.
I'm talking
or
too much.
he's dead
This
one way or another.
whole situation is just
With a
a
bullet
lot.
to the brain.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah,
I found his body. And the gun.
Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
the service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me. Saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point. Push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
Good
I'm not ready to
question.
tell her.
It won't let me photo mode. Sorry, I just wanted to see. That's annoying.
About you yet.
A janitor let me in.
I love
That's
it.
kinda what
This
happened.
is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
This is my first one,
But
but
there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because
okay.
if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet.
God, they did
Or
a good
rather,
job
bureau
on...
she's a part of.
Yes. I can try.
I'm
Hang
speaking
on.
for you, of course. We can try it together.
So did the normal...
Okay. You with me? We did it before. Push the hiss out.
Cleanse the HISS corrupted agent. How do I do that? Okay, I'll do that in a minute. Let me see if there's anything in here first that gives me any more information. But yeah, it's not gonna show me here. Well, actually it may. But more to the point in the cutscene. Maybe I can do this with photo mode. Why is it not showing me? Okay, so yeah, it's gonna let me get... Oh wait, no, that's not what I needed. Now it's gonna grain out because I'm zooming in too much versus it being the scene that already showed it, but you can still see it in this. I mean, aside from, see again, all the lighting in her eyes and again the ray tracing, and dang, her hair looks good. But I mean, they did such a good job on her, and I don't mean the fact that they made her attractive, they did, but I mean, they gave her, you know, some age lines a little bit in there, and her, you can see her pores when it's all up close, like, you know, a normal human versus porcelain skin, or even, you know, I mean, they just did a really good job of making her look real. Yeah, it's just impressive. So I wanted to highlight that. Anyway. Something to read. Maybe it'll explain a little bit more, like what precisely is a control point, as an example. Well, there we go. Examination of paranatural topics, control points, and I swear I hadn't played this far ahead. That was just a hope on my part. Summary. Control points are locations that the Bureau has identified as being vital junctions of the oldest house. When the appropriate harmonization devices are arranged around the control point in the redacted arrangement, the surrounding area will not experience any unforeseen building shifts. Okay. I want to know what that redact word is. That would be helpful. These control points are discovered by redacted detection of an unobstructed ping using the redacted within a 37-foot radius. Numerous researchers have attempted to define control points, calling them nerve junctions or redacted or vulnerable spots of the oldest house. The common factor in these theories is that control points are susceptible to external influence, which allows us to stabilize the oldest house and work more confidently inside it. They're susceptible to external influence, which allows us to stabilize the oldest house. Oh, external influence being us, not outside of the Okay, I get it now. Theoretically, this technology could be extrapolated to stabilize the oldest house as a whole, but testing has found that certain parts of the building refuse to be redacted. Right, stabilized? Refer to file 7-25-2788 for full report. Yeah, I'm just not going to read these, the number part. It's just not, it's pointless. Compiled by Paula Bronte and Lorenzo Dunn researchers by order of Emily Pope, research specialist. Okay, so Emily Pope is a research specialist and employs Paula and Lorenzo. And that's what a control point is. Clear as mud. Hidden trend, conceptual material, something else I can't seem to do anything with yet. This seems like I have something. Personal mod. Okay. Energy recovery speed, 18%. I can deconstruct things. I didn't know that either. Interesting. So... do I regenerate health a little bit now? I'm guessing not. Probably just get 18% more from the health I do pick up. Or it applies 18% faster. No weapon mods, though. Not sure what that number entails either. It's not explaining that as far as I can tell. Where is the HISS corrupted agent? Oh, so the stairs aren't blocked anymore. I can go through there. Oh, there's the HISS corrupted agent. Floating right in front of me. I guess I just instinctively knew what to do, or the voice in my head, whatever it happens to be, told me to go do that, or...
It didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too deep. Ripping it out rips them apart.
Good to know.
Jesse, over here. We need to make a plan, Jesse.
I guess that would be sensible since I am the director. Okay. I'll have a look around real quick. Sector elevator. This definitely wasn't open before. Or is it now? Nothing there. Okay, that doesn't do anything. We go through here. What in the hell? It's a jukebox in there. Okay. Has the appearances of either like a holding cell, detention area thing, or isolation, something or other. To, you know, detain dangerous people, entities, things, whatever. But I'm unclear how much everybody around here knows and doesn't. I mean, obviously they know plenty because they're not weirded out by the supernatural aspects or anything yet, seemingly.
I can't cleanse them.
For the most part.
Saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it.
Listen,
May as
the
well at this
Bureau was
point.
involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time.
That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time.
Okay.
And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench, the ghost, or whatever he is, he mentioned something called the Hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he
Okay.
can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the HISS.
Where is the hotline?
That would be helpful.
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier.
Uh-oh.
Keep an eye out.
So he might be
They
one
call
of
me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type.
I'll let her
I'm not a
talk
leader.
first.
Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the HISS destroy it all.
So yeah, we want to find our brother. We also just want to be a part of this world. Her words right there. Whatever this world happens to be, and we feel the HISS is destroying it, so I guess we'll do the bidding of, I guess, the board who seems to be talking to us, the board and Trench.
I know this is all new to you, so don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions. The door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now.
That would have been a question.
Follow the signs to the mailroom. You can get to the hotline containment chamber through there. Good luck, Jesse. See you back here once you have the hotline.
Thanks.
Thanks, Emily.
What kind of questions can I ask
The
you?
hotline should be in the communications department.
Alright, we went over that.
Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No. No, just inside.
The source is internal then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
With you on that.
Yeah,
Emily.
fair enough. Fair point is what I meant to say, or fair enough and fair point is what I combined. The oldest house, tell me more.
You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't.
Place of power.
Which is perfect for us.
I should draw
The
from
work
it.
we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door.
Okay.
So whoever we are, whoever she's talking to, definitely led us here, definitely wanted us here for one reason, and I assume it's the board. Or Trench, or again, both. I'm unclear which one's talking back to us, or both. I think it's both, because they seem to be different types of communication. Trench is more direct, actually speaking in English, whereas the board, what I'm going to assume is the board kind of communicates to us, and she seems to understand and relays what they say in a fashion to us. As the audience, player, whatever.
This Trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe.
It's kind of
See,
my
if he
take
was
so
killed
far.
by the service weapon, your gun, Maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I'd need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
I think I will.
Yes.
Yeah.
Glad she didn't like say, why don't you give it to me? It's like, no, I need that right now. And kind of what I want to know is, did he kill himself? Did he commit suicide? Or did the gun... Did the board fire him, i.e. the gun put a bullet in his head without him being voluntarily choosing to pull the trigger, i.e. suicide? We might find out, who knows?
Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the pure utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this?
Got it. Thanks.
I mean, I got it, but I actually do want her to repeat that. But essentially, objects of power are, if you ever watch the series The Librarians, artifacts. I really like that show. I'll make her repeat that because I just want to make sure I actually did get it. And for the benefit of the audience, in case you want to really get it too. But mainly for me.
Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the pure utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this?
Yeah, I think so.
Got it.
We can control the objects
Thanks.
of power, altered objects are the same thing, but we can't control them because they're not bound or whatever. I think.
So HRA stop you from becoming HISS?
Well, it seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. I mean, each one, it seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Okay.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
I thought that too.
Yes.
Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
Seems like quite a lot since he created the device that seems to protect the people. And kind of did it on the down low. But I like her. She gets a new thing that wasn't announced, so she examined it immediately and figured out kind of, well, what it was
Thanks,
actively
Emily.
doing, what its
I'm sure I'll
purpose,
have more
not so
questions
much
soon.
until now, but
Just
how
let me know.
could she? But yeah, it seems like Dr. Darling knew a lot, which is interesting and concerning. House memory. Okay, I've got all kinds of new things. Research and records. HISS agent. Field research on HISS entity, HISS corrupted agent, confidential. Summary: the HISS manifest in human hosts in numerous ways. The most common and least intense form is seen in the many corrupted agents floating throughout the Bureau. The HISS agents have maintained their human appearance, undergoing no obvious physical transformation. The most notable distinction from an unaffected human is the fact that they levitate. I mean, that is a pretty distinguishing factor. These HISS have displayed no aggressive behavior. They only seem interested in vocalizing the strange incantation ad infinitum. Okay, so that's where all the chanting's coming from. The people that are floating, not actually my head or something else. I hadn't put that together yet. Perhaps these vessels are only meant to propagate the HISS corruption, like spores or Wi-Fi boosters. Well, or are they cocoons preparing to enter their next stage of evolution? I did notice a couple of them dropping down to be the ones to attack me, so that's possible. When attacked, HISS agents disappear, perhaps entering a state of invisibility or undergoing a transformation into a purely resonant form. Research is ongoing. Refer to file redacted for full report. Well, since this stuff just came about, how much research can be done? Actually, wait, who wrote that? Okay, Emily Pope. So this is what she's put together so far. By my order. Guess that would be accurate. Still don't have any board countermeasures. Mission briefings 1 unknown caller. Enter the communication department to find the hotline. Ah. Unknown caller. Emily instructs Jesse to find the hotline, an object of power in the form of an old telephone, to understand the message from the dead director trying to communicate with her. They hope he can provide insight into the HISS invasion. I too hope this. We got another body mod. Health recovery 20%. Alright. Well, 20%'s better than 18, I think. Alright, let's get on with this. I think the door just opened for me. And now there's that door. Nostalgia Communications Department, which is where I am supposed to go, in fact. Tab, map. Alright. I really hate that I can't, like, move the cursor around the mouse, or the map rather, my mouse cursor around the map, because I mean, I don't technically need to, I just really want to. Okay, so it's not going to tell me where the communications office is. I mean, it's highlighting where it is, but it's still not going to tell me that's what it is until it's covered. That's kind of cool. But yeah, that's kind of cool that it's not going to actually tell me exactly what it is until I get there.
Our welcome message.
So that's interesting. Kind of see her lips moving. Can't go in there. At least I'm smart and already have my weapon drawn. That would give us the permission and the regulations. We wait in the stands. My attempt to be stealthy failed. Yeah, I saw you over here somewhere. Crap, where'd you go? There you are. It's the same one, but I wonder if I can shoot from cover if I don't aim. Nope. Okay, that's annoying that it makes me stand up to shoot no matter what. Sure there's no one else around here waiting to kill me before I start reading things and get killed doing so. Travel costs. Week 83 report summary. Visited the following Nevada accommodations: Desert Sun Inn, Big Sky Motel, Starlight Inn, or Starlight Motel, In and Out, spelled wrong, Aztec Court, Sleepy Bear Motel, Silver Spurs Ranch, El Gato Blanco Inn, A Plus Lodge, Expenditures, accommodation, $831.29. That's it from all of those places. That's kind of scary, actually. Meals, $714.84. I guess it is only still for a week. Never mind, it's not that bad. Gasoline, $295.12. Minibar, $313.61. That's kind of bad. Well, it's not that much out of a minibar because of the outrageous prices now that I think about it. I do wonder if a motel called the Ocean View is going to be found in a landlocked state, but hey, I guess I'm not paid to think, right? And for the record, I again request that you give us the budget to get 2 rooms each night. Agent Raleigh and myself are very tired of sleeping in the same room. See you on the road, Agent L. Hines. Asterisk, the boys in research said performing rituals may help identify any places of power. Drinking those little whiskeys is my ritual. Fair enough, I guess. Got something else for my loadout, still nothing there. Energy boost. Health recovery. I don't know what the energy does for me. Specifically, what energy? Where did it go? Must have been assets. Yep, there's another undefined reading. Assuming those will be useful for something later. I don't know what yet. Soon we'll find out. But anyway, I think this is actually a good spot to wrap up part 3. We've learned a lot. We didn't progress distance-wise all that far in this episode, but we did, in fact, learn quite a bit about what's going on. So it's a good place to stop, as we are at just over 32 minutes already, so it's a little bit of a longer one. So, again, want to try and keep these around the 30-minute mark, and this seems like a decent place to stop. We're on the way to where we're going. So we'll pick up right here next time, I believe. Yep, I don't know that I'll quit because I'm not sure where it'll put us back to. But yeah, so we'll pick up right here next time for part 4. So I thank you everybody for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit those like and subscribe buttons. Also click the bell notification so you can be notified, or turn on the reminders so you're notified when I go live or upload a new video, assuming YouTube sees fit that day to be giving reminders in a timely fashion. But anyway, again, I hope you enjoyed watching that, and I hope you stayed tuned for part 4 coming up next. I know I'm dying to know what's going to happen, so I'm sure you are too, unless you've already played it. So thank you again for hanging out. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Have a great rest of your day, night, evening, afternoon, whatever it happens to be, wherever you happen to be, whenever you happen to be watching it. Thank you so much. Stay safe out there, and you take care. See you next time.